Well, after a few days up in the northeast visiting Newcastle, I'm ready and raring to go with some more Football Manager 26 against Newcastle. And welcome back to some more Football Manager 26 and another part of the Manchester United Beta Save. Today we are back with two matches in the Premier League, both at Old Trafford. One against Newcastle and one against Wolverhampton Wanderers as we look to end 2025 on a high. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far. Don't forget to enter the giveaway that is on part one of this series. Winners will be announced on Tuesday with the start of my main Football Manager 26 save this year, which is, of course, the Journeyman. I cannot wait to get into it. There's been a lot of noise about Football Manager 26. You know, lots of people don't like it, and I think that is fair enough. Lots of people do like it, and, you know, that is fair enough as well. I'm sort of in the middle. There's some things I very much like. There's some things that feel very odd to me, and I am giving myself a headache every time I'm playing, trying to find where things are. But that, you know, that is the way it is. It's not the first game to go through a UI change, and like it or loathe it, it seems like it is here to stay. So, you know, I think the best thing that we can do is try and enjoy it as much as possible, and enjoy the fact that we've got a new game. FM26, you know, I'm sure we would have had even more complaints if they had cancelled it and we had to wait till FM27. So do think about that. But yeah, let me know how you're getting on with the game down in the comment section below. I am hoping to have a video out sometime this week playing on the an FM24 save with South Shields. Obviously, we had that long journey all the way to the Premier League, winning the Champions League, winning the Club World Cup in that series. So I want to try and do some videos on that in FM26. It is apparently possible. I'm struggling to get a match started at the moment, so I'm seeing how that goes. I have reported the bug on the forums, so I'm hoping to see that improve. But anyway, you're not here to listen to me ramble on about old series. You're here to listen to me ramble about the new series. Since you were last with me, of course, we played West Ham United, beat them 3-0 at the end of last episode. We went on to beat Wolves 5-2 away from home. We were 2-0 down in that match, and I was a little bit worried, but we came back beautifully. 2 goals from Xerxes, 2 goals from Fernandez, and 1 goal from Amad Diallo. We then dominated Bournemouth 3-0 at home. Cunha, Amad, and Dallo on the score sheet there, but then a worrying 3-0 defeat to Aston Villa away from home with Rodgers, McGinn and Tielemans on the score sheet there, meaning that we are currently in 9th position in the Premier League. It's not fantastic, is it? 25 points from 17 games. We're just 1 point behind Arsenal, 3 points behind Chelsea. And actually, if you look higher up the table, we're 5 points behind 5th place West Ham, 9 points behind 4th place Aston Villa. So we have to have a little bit of perspective this year. Of course, Man United finished 16th in the Premier League last year. It's not going to be an overnight fix. I think we're having a solid, if unremarkable, season so far. We absolutely need to keep building on some of the wins that we've had, some of the victories that we've had, and try and implement some consistency in there. And if we can finish top 7 this year, I'd be very, very pleased. Not entirely sure the board would be pleased, though, because if we go into the board here, they are not very happy with us at the moment. We have got a D rating. They're not happy with our performance in the Premier League. They're not happy with our signings, which I think is fair enough. You know, signing Mario Balotelli. I mean, they say they're very pleased about it. Yeah, I'm pretty embarrassed about it. Camille Grabara, definitely somebody that we want to celebrate. He has been brilliant. Somebody did suggest Stiller from Stuttgart, but unfortunately, Angelo Stiller is now in Saudi. He's gone to Al Ali. We are having a little look at some recruitment. There's a couple of transfer dealings that I've gone in for. One of those players is Carlos Vicente, 26-year-old Spanish right winger. Looks very, very good. Possibly coming in from Alaves. His attributes here aren't too great, but he does look good in the star ratings. Has played well for Alaves this season. 7.42 average rating for them this year. So definitely looks like somebody that we could make use of, especially given the fact that we've actually had a bit of bad news. We've got an injury in the squad to Brian Mbumo on international duty. He is going to be out for 4 to 5 months with a broken leg. So essentially he is going to be out for most of the rest of the season. He might come back for the last couple of games. So we're in a tricky position where one of our best players is out. So we're looking to possibly bring him in. Quentin Timber is somebody that I'm trying to bring in as well. He looks very good, got a lot of potential, can play anywhere down the spine of the football pitch. Should slot in very nicely for Casemiro, who is going to be going at the end of the season on a free transfer. So I think he could be a good player. Don't know if he's any relation to Urian Timber. I don't know where you see any of this information now. Where's favoured personnel? Is it on there? Performance, career? I don't think so. I don't actually know where you find that anymore. You got eligibility, relationships, is it? Maybe? Favoured personnel, there you go, one sibling. So yeah, he is brother of Urian Timber. Is friends with Ryan Gravenberg, of course. So there you go. We're trying to bring those in. One thing I really do want to try and nail in January is a star striker. Mario Balotelli isn't going to cut it. I don't think Sesko's going to cut it, because if we have a little look at squad performances, just sort of taking a bit of time to digest all of this stuff. Top goal scorer is Brian Mbumo, who is out for the rest of the season. Bruno Fernandes is on 7, and then we've got 4 each for Sesko and Xerxes. In fact, Xerxes looked pretty good. He's only made 7 appearances this season. He's going to be a key player throughout the African Cup of Nations, I think. Cunha's got 3, but he should be scoring more than that. And actually, Diogo Dalot has scored 3 as well. Top assists is Kobe Mainoo. He's looking okay. Fernandes and Sesko, 4 assists each. So that is something that Sesko is providing. He's doing okay with assists, but I think we need somebody at this stage of the season to be in double figures of goals, and we don't have that. So I definitely think we need to be on trying to get somebody that is world class in the striker positions. Now, we have been given a couple of options there. Saimu Agahawa from FC Porto, but it's very difficult to see because the Portuguese league isn't necessarily loaded in this game. You can't actually see how he's doing other than in the Europa League, where he's only scored 1 goal and got 2 assists. So it's very, very tough to see whether he is the goal scorer we're looking for. I mean, he's got 16 finishing, he's got 16 anticipation. I don't know if I can compare him to Sesko. I can. Okay, let's have a look then. If we go into Benjamin Sesko, who's green? I think green is... Yeah, okay, so you can see there, finishing for Agahoa is far better than Sesko. And he does look like a better player in general than Sesko. So definitely a possibility. Trouble is, £86 million of player. That is a lot. We have also been recommended Victor Roque from SEP, one of the Brazilian clubs. He's only 21 million, but he is only 20 years old, can play on the wing as well. Does look pretty good. But again, it isn't the finished product. Is he somebody that we need to develop a little bit, and then are we in the same position as Sesko? So I'm a little bit stuck. Tomorrow's video is going to be January in full, so I'm really excited for that. Obviously, we've got 2 matches today to sort of decide what we need, but then we're going to have all of these matches in the next episode. Not in full, but we are going to do it as a January transfer special, and we'll talk about matches here and there. It's going to be a long one, but fingers crossed we can really push this team forward. We can get some good additions into the squad, hopefully on the back of 2 more victories today. So I guess that's the talking done now. Let's get ourselves into today's match. I have fiddled with the tactic a little bit more. We're going with a vertical tiki-taka style now. I just think that suits us. We want to be getting forward but keeping control of possession, and I think that's kind of where I'm settling on. I've been tweaking here and there quite a bit, essentially trying to get this combined look to look how I want it to, and having those advanced wing backs going up. We've got Casemiro holding the midfield, Menu and Fernandes making runs forward, and then Cunha and Xerxes supporting Sesko up top. So that's kind of what we've gone for. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. I've been trying to use this button to see, areas of the pitch, are we looking strong? Certainly out of possession, we're looking very, very strong. In possession, not so strong back here, but I wouldn't really expect that. And then we're trying to channel our play a bit more narrow. I think that is going to work quite nicely. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? I don't know how you get... there you go. That's how you get off that screen. But let's have a little look at the team for today then. We have got Grabara starting between the sticks with Maguire and De Ligt as our centre-backs. Dalot, Casemiro and Luke Shaw are our sort of next 3 in line. We've then got Fernandes and Menu in the middle of the park with Xerxes and Cunha supporting Benjamin Sesko up top. As I say, Mbumo's injured, Mount's injured at the minute, Martinez is injured again, and quite a lot of players are out away at the African Cup of Nations. So we really do not have much depth. We've got to just kind of go for it here, but that's what makes Football Manager beautiful, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we get on against Newcastle today. Obviously, lots of fixes coming in this week, so we could end up with this tactic completely flopping. We played terribly against Aston Villa, so I'm expecting a lot better today. So let's get into it then. Manchester United versus Newcastle United. Who are struggling, by the way. They've appointed Ange Postecoglou to try and turn it around, so he's got his 3rd Premier League job of the season, if you count Tottenham right at the start of the season. And here we go. Toonami are coming out. But yeah, at home, we should be winning these sort of matches, and that's what we're looking forward to today. So let's get into it then. Newcastle kick off, and yeah, we will see how we manage to get on throughout this match. We will switch to dynamic in the second half. I'm going to stick at a key for now because I did ramble on quite a bit in that opening segment, so I don't want this video to go on forever and ever, especially because tomorrow's is going to be a beefy one. But yeah, it's exciting, and I think that's what I'm enjoying about this year's game, is it is really making me think and tweak and overdo it, I think. Which, is driving me insane slowly. But I'm enjoying it for that fact that, yes, it's very buggy at the moment. But I'm enjoying the process. Fernandez gets the free kick in, forces a corner. It was a good save from Ramsdale there, so I don't know where Pope's gone. Because I thought Pope was in goal. Here's Gordon on the ball. Oh, Anthony Gordon still going. Oh, it's a decent block. But that's where we look a little bit edgy, isn't it, when we're out of possession. I'm trying to give us a sort of flat back five idea. But it doesn't seem to necessarily translate into the match engine. But we'll keep going. We'll keep trying and see what happens. That's a good ball forward to Nick Voltemada. Into the middle. Good save from Grabara there. Into the middle again, and it is cleared. I'm very jealous of Newcastle having Nick Voltemada up top. Obviously, they've got Johan Wissa as well. I do feel like we need that sort of player to put away the chances that we're given at the minute. Ramsdale boots it clear. Header there from Maguire. Now to Menu. Here's Xerxes. Xerxes gets it out wide to Dalot now. Dalot still going. Dalot still going. Oh, and that's why he's got so many goals. He's quite happy to push into the penalty area and give himself every opportunity there to score goals. And that's good to see. Let's keep that going, please. But half-time, it is still 0-0. We are performing reasonably well. We just need to take some chances in this second half, and maybe we need to have a little look at the tactics. Is there anybody that's underperforming? Cunha's not having a great game, and neither is Sesko. Let's bring on Balotelli, because I'm sort of blaming the fact that Sesko is awful. So let's prove it by putting Balotelli on and getting a goal. But here we go then. We've got a corner coming up here. And we have switched to dynamic for the second half. Fernandez into the middle. It is cleared. Here he is again. Fernandez gets it towards Shaw. But look at this. Anthony Gordon on his own here. Luke Shaw tracking back. Oh, wow. That was disappointing from Anthony Gordon. And by the way, I'm not supporting Newcastle today. I do normally, but I thought it would be funny to wear the Newcastle shirt. Even though I don't want Newcastle to win today. But maybe I've tempted fate. Here's Lewis Hall. Gets it to Kieran Trippier. Forward to Voltemada. It's 1-0. It's 1-0 to the Toon Army. And that is exactly what we need, is somebody that when they get their feet on the ball in the area, they're going to score. And that's exactly what Voltemada has done. First chance of the day for him. And Newcastle are 1-0 up. And all of a sudden, some decent progress on the pitch recently is getting undone. Shaw to De Ligt. Here's Maguire now to Casemiro. Trying to push forward here. That's a decent ball forward to Xerxes. Xerxes on the ball, into the middle. Shame. Shame. Yeah, it's cleared. Good header there. Here's Luke Shaw. No, it is cleared once again. Nicely done. Maguire. No. It's away. Here's Hall. Yeah, good tackle. Dalot gets it to Xerxes now. No, not good enough. Not good enough. Share. Header away again. This is a ridiculously long highlight, and that's what Dynamic seems to do. That's out for a goal kick. Right, I think we are going to have to think about what we do here. Delict, Maguire forward. Delict again, Maguire, Fernandez, Dalot. Come on. And nice ball through to Xerxes. Xerxes! And that's a throw in. Wow. Right. Okay. Time to switch things up a little bit. Cunha, again, still not having a good game. We have got Neves and Ugarte on the pitch. What I am going to do is that. On the bench is what I meant. And do that. I think that makes sense. Maybe swap them two round. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that for the next little bit. It's going to be Luke Shaw with the free kick. Come on, matey. Shaw forward. Here's Manu. Oh, still going. That was lovely. Oh, and that's a foul. Yellow card for Trippier. Yeah. Right, Grabara. That was a terrible bit of distribution there, wasn't it? This is not working out well for us, Trippier. Back to Shea. Livrat. Yeah. Newcastle are just light years ahead of us in terms of where their team are at. Trippier now whips it in, header away. Lobotka. Come on. Yep, Shaw away. 76 minutes have been played. We've got the ball back here. Come on. Come on. Switches the play. Dalot gets it forward. Loses it, though. Now here's Jacob Murphy. Jacob Murphy with a great chance, but excellent tackle. And now Luke Shaw on the counter. Here's Manu to Ugarte. Neves forward. It was a decent ball, but nobody was going to get there. Oh, what a shame. Oh, no. Here's Willasula. Oh. Right. I mean, you don't often see sevens mostly across the board and lose the match, but that is what's happening here. It's going to be Luke Shaw whipping it into the middle. Xerxes, Manu. It's Luke Shaw. It's a corner. Must have got a touch on it. Here's Fernandez into the middle, goes deep. No. It's not what we want, is it? Casemiro now with the throw. Casemiro still going. It's going to be Ugarte. Gets it to Ruben Neves, and how has that not got in? It's another corner. This is a crazy attack for us. Into the middle, header over the bar from Harry Maguire. That could well have been our last chance. We have got possibly one more substitution that we could make to try and change this match. Here's Fernandez. Wasn't a great cross into the middle though, and well, it was bumbling around, but nothing doing. And it's offside, I think. Right, we've got 2 minutes left, haven't we? Xerxes going to come off. We're going to put Obi up top. Can we do anything else, realistically? Going to bring Dorgu on that right-hand side and see what he can do. But I feel like this is going to be it. We've got a couple of minutes left here. I was hopeful that today we'd get a result, but I don't think it's going to happen. Good save. Here's Murphy again. He's going to whip it in. Header away. And here he comes again, Jacob Murphy. Oh, Bruno with the shot. We've got the ball. Got a minute to try and turn this around. I'm trying to let Obi be a hero. But I don't think we're going to get a chance for him to be that. Fernandez, here's Neves now. Back to Grabara. Neves on the ball again to Maguire. Here's De Ligt. Finds Luke Shaw. Ugarte forward. This has got to be the last chance of the game. Come on. It's forward. But I think that full-time whistle is coming. 5 seconds to go. I've got to throw in. It does feel like that full-time whistle is coming. And it's another defeat. And this time to Newcastle. It's not an embarrassing defeat, but a defeat nonetheless. You would say we were probably the better team, but it didn't work out well, did it? And that is that. Down to 10th place. I am worried that we are now going to be brought into a meeting. Apparently not. They're willing to discuss a deal for Timber. Let's have a look at this deal. So I think that looks pretty good. I think Timber's really going to add something to our team for that amount of money. It's enough to drive you insane, isn't it? At times we played okay there. We're just not creating enough chances. And that's, I guess, where I was trying to go with the gegenpress, is to really push it. But, I'm in a quandary, everybody. Okay, couple of changes for the match against Wolves then. We have brought in Spinazzola on the left-hand side to replace Luke Shaw. I've also swapped Cunha onto the right-hand side. Mount comes in on the left-hand side, and I'm giving a debut start to Chido Obi, who has been doing very, very well in the under-21s. He's been playing well for England under-21s as well. He has got a lot of potential, and actually he's got a lot of the things that we're looking for in a striker. So we're going to give him a chance today. I can't see him doing any worse than anybody else did in the match against Newcastle, certainly attacking wise. So we're going to give it a go. We're going to give you the chance, and we're probably going to regret it. But we should be beating Wolves. We have beaten them fairly recently, away from home 5-2. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a bit of a turning point for us. Look at that formation. It looks ridiculous, doesn't it? But yeah, they're playing a flat back 7. They're going to be tough to break down, but we are going to give it our best shot. And if we do win today, it takes a little bit of heat off us. But I think tomorrow's episode is going to be make or break. We're going to need to win the vast majority of matches that we play tomorrow if we want to stay in a job. We haven't been called into the board meeting just yet, but I'm imagining it's going to happen soon. Here's Dallo on the ball, though. Dallo into the middle, and Chido Obi scores within 35 seconds of coming on as our option up top. And that is absolutely brilliant. It was Dallo with the cross into the middle. Obi was there. He puts his head into the ball. The ball goes into the back of the net. It's 1-0. Come on. Yes. That is what we needed there, wasn't it? Oh, my word. What a start for Manchester United, and what a start for Chado Obi, who could save us a hell of a lot of money if he ends up being good. Then we can maybe think about investing that money elsewhere, maybe with a Mark Gahey, who should be on a sort of reduced payment because his contract expires in 6 months. Oh my word. And then we can start to think about actually playing 3 at the back, which could change how we're playing quite significantly if we can bring in a suitable left wing back. Here's Dalot, who's doing a great job at right wing back. Dalot to Menu. Here's Spinazzola forward to Mason Mount now. Mason Mount, it's in again, and Matthias Cunha scores. That is what we needed. Spinazzola with the assist. The 2 players we've brought in have made a difference, and well, Mount was involved as well. But it was Spinazzola, lovely cross, and a decent finish there from Matthias Cunha. And within 3 minutes, we're already 2 to the good. Very good. Right, we're going to take off dynamic highlights now. We're going to keep it on key to try and just up the pace a little bit. Here's Casemiro. Gets it to Dalot. Dalot on the ball into the middle. It's 3-0. And Mason Mount scores now. So all 3 players that we've brought in have done the job, and I mean, maybe it's just that Wolves are terrible, but we are very much hammering them. And by the way, Ruben Amorim is manager of Wolves. Fun fact for you. So we're getting one over him as well. But wow. Interestingly, we can switch through all of those little matches, which is quite nice to see. Cool. Okay. Right, whipped into the middle from Wolves. There's the shot. Oh, what a goal that is from Totti from outside the area. I think it was Andre with the shot, wasn't it? It wasn't actually Totti from here. I think Totti's in there. It was headed away, and then there was Andre with the shot, and Totti, yeah, was headed it in. Okay. 3-1 regardless. Fernandez into the middle. Good catch by Jose Sa. Okay. Cleared, but Maguire gets it. Big slab head on it. Here's De Ligt. Gets it to Menu. Now here's Spinazzola. Forward to Mason Mount. Mason Mount cuts inside. It should have been 4-1 there. But this is good. This is what I wanted to see against Newcastle, but we just didn't really have the clinical edge, did we? Maybe it was team selection. Maybe we should have went with Obi up top. Here's Arios. Gets it to Melavolf. Forward. Oh dear. Wow. I thought that was going to be 3-2 there. Luckily it wasn't. Here's Maifa Wolf. Fer Lopez. End of highlight. It's Obi. Oh. Do we reckon it's Obi or Obi? Because I really kind of want to call him Obi-Wan Kenobi up top. If it's Obi, I mean, maybe we could just call him Obi. We don't need to pronounce it right. Come on. Should we have our first nickname of FM26? Can I set his nickname from here? I don't think so. We can maybe do it from the tactics menu at half time. But he deserves that nickname after such a fabulous impact after 30 seconds up top. Didn't get a chance against Newcastle. But I'm excited. I'm excited now. And obviously we've got the big transfer special tomorrow as well. And then, you know, I mean, by the release of the game, we're probably only going to have got through the first season, which is different. I know there's creators out there that are rushing ahead and trying to win Champions Leagues and whatever. I've never been about that here. We'll do episodes when the story requires it. I felt we needed extra time at the start to get used to the game and get into the season. So I'm excited for tomorrow's video, as I say. Lots of matches in there. It's half-time, 3-1. Wolves have actually grown into the match quite significantly. We're going to just say that we're happy with them. Let's see, can we set a nickname for Obi? Come on. Got to be able to. I don't... is it Control 1? Control 2? Or is it Shift? Yeah, I don't actually know what any of that does. Can I go onto here? Come on. Can I see Obi here? Don't think so. Don't think I can see... It's not happening, is it? Yeah. Okay. Right, let's go forward then. That's fine. Do we need to change anything? That's my question. Grabara's apparently not having a good game, but I haven't seen that of him. Yeah, front three are playing well. Main is possibly... Yeah, let's bring on Neves against his former club. Let's see what we can do with him. He hasn't really had many opportunities, certainly not starting opportunities. So let's give him 45 minutes against his former club and see if he can do something good against them. Here's Cresci with the shot just over the bar. Wow, that was close. 55 minutes gone. But yeah, very excited for the Journeyman starting next week as well. It'll be a very, very different game, won't it? Starting all the way down in the National League North. And yeah, I mean, Macclesfield, obviously a Phoenix club, a different challenge. Starting with them as well. Matthias Cunha. Oh, it's going to be a pedal, Jeff, everybody. Very good. Tim Robinson blows his whistle. And here we go. It's going to be Bruno Fernandes that steps up and he's missed. Right, Fernandes is coming off because he was not playing well anyway. So I'm going to put Ugarte on for him. Swap them two round, I think. I don't really know why we can't do that. Yeah, it's been daft. It's fine though. Doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, that's fine. So here's Grabara now. Yeah, that wasn't... They weren't our players. Don't know why they were in a Man United kit. Here's Spinazzola. Gets it to Ugarte now, who's had a bit of a chance recently. That's, again, a bad tackle, but then Strand Larsen has got it. A good save from Grabara. Okay, I think we need to maybe head back to balanced mentality now. Try and defend this lead a little bit. I'd like another goal before I start pulling players back from offensive positions. Wow, lovely ball forward from Grabara there. Mount didn't get there, but Spinazzola has won it back. Here's Mount on the ball. Mount into the middle, and Matthias Cunha again against his former club. Second of the match for him. These two seem to be on top of each other, don't they? And there's Mount into the middle. Cunha into the back of the net. And it is 4-1. Okay, right. So let's pull these back a touch. Pull these back as well. Maybe go for Mount there. Yeah, we can do something like this. I know it's quite asymmetric, but... yeah, that looks fine. Just to sort of see out the match, I guess. We've got more substitutions that we can use, and I think we should. Let's give Obi his standing ovation. We're going to bring off Harry Maguire. And I'm going to put Mount there, swap him with Ugarte. And then we're going to bring on Xerxes there, swap him with Cunha. That seems fine. Okay. I think that's going to be it, everybody. Yes, there we go. Full time, 3 points in the bag. Ruben Amorim is going to be disgusted. We did pretty well in that second half. We played quite nicely. Well done. Good win for us. Gets 3 more points on the board. We've won 4 of our last 6 matches, which is a decent stat. We obviously need to improve massively, and I think that a lot of that is going to happen tomorrow. With our transfer window special. Classy Mount on form. Yeah, all very good. Well done, matey. We might even use the instant result button as well to try and get through some of the window nicely. But 6 matches in that January transfer window at least. Obviously, if we get through against West Ham, there might be another 4th round match down here, and Arsenal might get rearranged. We got a Manchester derby in there. It's going to be very, very exciting. Quick look at our budgets. We've got £71 million worth of transfer budget available. The more I think about Carlos Vicente, the more I think that maybe we shouldn't go for him, because we're not using wingers at the minute. So I'm actually going to pull out of that deal, and we are going to put that money towards a fresh striker, a striker that can do a job for us, and grab some goals before the end of the season. How's Jamie Vardy doing these days? Let's have a little look at him. He scored 4 goals in the Serie A, to be fair to him. But no, I'm not serious. We're not going to sign Jamie Vardy. What about Paul Glatzel? Oh my word, how have I not thought of this one? Glatzel for Swindon. How many goals has he scored this season? Just 1. The guy that broke the Premier League goal scoring record in my Football Manager 2018 journeyman has scored 1 goal in League 2 at the age of 24. Oh, that might be a project of trying to get him to be good in FM26, because look at these attributes. They are awful. But we are going to get Paul Glatzel back to glory. But anyway, that is where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Football Manager 26 videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.